In Mahi's college, there was a lot of hype about the dance competition. Those who had participated in the dance competition were all getting ready in a room. Ruhi and Mahi were also almost ready. Ruhi's performance was first, while Mahi's was later. The function started in a while. The chief guests had arrived and the principal had placed them respectfully on the sofa in front of the stage. Gradually, all the participants gave their own performances. The audience also clapped and encouraged them. Now, it was Ruhi's turn. Ruhi was wearing a Rajasthani dress. Today, she was going to do a Rajasthani folk dance. As soon as Ruhi came on stage, seeing the chief guest sitting in front of her, her smile increased. Then she gave her position and a folk song started playing. Everyone liked Ruhi's dance performance very much. And Ruhi's friends also started hooting enthusiastically. After Ruhi, it was Mahi's dance performance. Ruhi got off the stage and went to Mahi and said all the best to her. Mahi also hugged Ruhi and congratulated her for her good dance performance. Then Mahi came on stage. Mahi's dance performance was on a Punjabi song. That's why she was wearing a sarara. And she was in a Punjabi look. As soon as Mahi joined her hands to greet the chief guest in front of her, she was surprised to see the person sitting in front of her. Instead of the chief guest, Ranvir was seen sitting like a king with an expressionless face. That means Ranvir Roy Kapoor was the chief guest of the day. Actually, Ranvir's dad always came here as a chief guest. But this time Ranvir made such a mistake that he could not come here due to some other work. And that's why instead of him, Ranvir came here as a chief guest. Ranvir found out from Ruhi that Mahi was also participating in this competition. That's why Ranvir deliberately planned and came here as a chief guest instead of his dad. So that he could see Mahi's dance performance. Ranvir, who was sitting there like a king, was looking very handsome. Seeing him, all the girls in the college were going crazy. But seeing him, Mahi was lost. She stood like this for a while. Then when she realized that she was on stage at that time, she looked at the audience who were waiting for her dance performance. Mahi took a deep breath and relaxed herself and took her position. She explained to her mind that she should think as if Ranvir is not here. This reduced her anxiety a little. That's when a Punjabi song was played. Ranvir was fascinated by Mahi's dance. Mahi's feet were dancing with the music. And Ranvir's heart was beating fast on every move of his. Mahi was looking very cute while dancing to the song. Ranvir wanted to go and take Mahi in his arms right now. As soon as Mahi's dance was over, the entire stadium echoed with the sound of applause. Ranvir, who was still lost in Mahi's dance, came back to his senses with the sound of applause. Ranvir's eyes were looking for Mahi. But by then Mahi had left the stage. Similarly, after some more performances, the winner was announced. And Mahi was called to the stage for the first prize. As soon as she heard her name, Mahi's heartbeat increased. She was a little scared to go in front of Ranvir. But she had to go when her name was called again and again. Mahi came to the stage with a fake smile on her lips. And she greeted Ranvir. Ranvir also smiled and responded to her. And increased the trophy of the first prize towards her. Mahi also took the trophy with a smile. The principal praised Mahi and said, "Mr. Kapoor, she is the most brilliant student of our college." Hearing this, Ranvir was feeling very proud of Mahi inside. Mahi quickly took the trophy and came down from the stage. Ruhi was the second winner, so she also got the trophy. Mahi and Ruhi hugged each other happily. Priya said, "Today we have to celebrate, let's go somewhere and celebrate." Ruhi also liked this idea very much. Ruhi then remembered something and said, "Hey, I forgot to introduce you to my brother." "Wait, I'll call him." Mahi wanted to stop her. But by then, Ruhi called Ranvir. Ranvir's work was also done by then. And he was about to leave from there. Then Ruhi's call came on his phone. Ranvir attended the call. So on the other hand, Ruhi told him to wait near the car. Ranvir anyway wanted to meet Mahi. So he also agreed to wait. Because he knew that Ruhi and Mahi both leave the college together. After about 10 minutes, Ruhi and Mahi both changed and came. Mahi made many excuses to stop Ruhi. But Ruhi was not going to listen. Priya and Tina also came out with Ruhi and Mahi. Because she also wanted to meet her brother-in-law. Ranvir parked the car and put one hand in his pocket. He was watching something on the phone. On the other hand, at a distance, girls were staring at him with such longing eyes. As if they will eat him. Then Ruhi called out, waving her hand from a distance. "Brother." When Ruhi's voice came in Ranvir's ears, he looked up and saw. There were two other girls with Ruhi. Which Ranvir did not know. And Mahi was coming last. Very slowly, as if someone had tied a heavy stone in his feet. Ruhi came running to Ranvir. And said with a laugh. "Brother, meet your to-be half-wife." Hearing Ruhi's words, Ranvir looked at her with strange eyes. On the other hand, Priya and Tina were looking at Ranvir. When Ruhi looked at Ranvir like this, he explained to her. "Mahi's friend is your sister-in-law and sister-in-law means half-wife. Understood?" Then thinking something, looking here and there, she said. "But where is your wife?" That's when she saw Mahi coming slowly from behind. Seeing Mahi coming so slowly, Ruhi said while hitting her head. "What happened to Mahi? She usually runs and kills us. And today she is walking like a tortoise." Then she looked at Ranvir and said. "You wait, I'll get her." Saying this, she ran to Mahi. And brought her by pulling her. Hearing Ruhi's words, Ranvir was laughing. He looked at Mahi and said. "What did you say, Ruhi?" "Mahi runs and kills you." Hearing Ranvir's words, Mahi's mouth was left open. Hearing Ranvir's words, Priya suddenly said. "Yes, brother-in-law, your wife is very dangerous. Day before yesterday, she made me run in the entire college. I am telling the truth. I saved my life with great difficulty." Mahi was staring at Priya like this. "As you are saying? That day I was saved. But next time I will definitely kill her." But seeing Mahi getting angry like this, Ranvir was having a lot of fun. Ranvir also said while enjoying Mahi. "What, Mahi? Don't scare my sweet sister-in-law like this. By the way, I didn't know that you are a little lady devil." Now Mahi's face was like crying. Because everyone was washing their hands behind her. No. They had taken a bath. But before Mahi really started crying, Ruhi said. "Stop it. No one will trouble my sister-in-law anymore." Then she said to Ranvir. "Brother, today all four of us are going out for celebration." Then Ranvir said. "Not 4, but 3. Because Mahi is going with me." Then without hearing anyone's answer, he held Mahi's hand and made her sit in the car. Mahi kept thinking. She kept thinking. She didn't even ask me. Then she made a face and said to herself. "Yes, so who used to ask before?" At the same time, Priya said to Ruhi. "Your brother is so handsome. And what an attitude he has." "Oh." Ruhi looked at Priya and said. "There is no need to look too much at my brother. Now let's start the celebration with the first round talk." At the same time, Mahi sitting in the car was chewing her nails. And she was lost in her thoughts. Ranvir said while driving the car. "By the way, I didn't know you were so dangerous. How have you scared your friends?" Mahi said while making a face. "Do I look like this?" That Priya was saying something too big. Now if she will tease me, then I will kill her. Mahi was giving her clarification as if a small child is giving clarification to his parents about his mistake. Ranvir was laughing at Mahi's words. Still, he made his face hard and said. "I mean, if I will tease you, then will you kill me too?" Mahi said in her own tone. "Yes." Then she realized what she just said. And she looked at Ranvir in fear. Ranvir had now stopped the car. And he was staring at Mahi. But inside, he was barely able to control his laughter. Because Mahi had made her face like this. Ranvir bowed to her and asked, "Will you really kill me?" Mahi said. He accidentally spoke out. While saying this, Mahi was going behind. Mahi was looking so innocent while saying this that now it was difficult for Ranvir to control his laughter. And he suddenly laughed. Mahi was looking at Ranvir with surprise. She thought and said to herself, "Did I just tell a joke?" Then she asked Ranvir, "Why are you laughing like this?" While laughing, Ranvir said, "Look at your face. How easy it is to fool you. You are really very cute." Mahi now understood that Ranvir was making her fool since then. She opened her mouth and started looking out of the window. Ranvir then controlled his laughter and asked, "By the way, where were you going?" Mahi said, "What's the use? You didn't let me go. Now everyone must be eating Golgappas." Ranvir asked with surprise, "Were you going to eat Golgappas in the name of celebration?" Mahi said, "Yes, so? I like that food very much. It's sour and spicy water. Do you know? In Ujjain, my friend Rashi and I used to eat Golgappas on the way home from school. We used to have a competition. Whoever loses, the winner will have to eat black or gulab. And often I used to win." When Mahi said this, she forgot that she was with Ranvir at that time. And when she said this, there was a different glow on her face. Ranvir was looking at Mahi with a smile. Perhaps Mahi was speaking openly in front of Ranvir for the first time. But after a while, Mahi remembered that she was with Ranvir at that time. And as soon as she remembered this, Mahi suddenly became quiet. As soon as Mahi became quiet, Ranvir started driving again. Mahi slowly asked Ranvir, "Where are we going?" So Ranvir said, "For celebration." After hearing Ranvir's words, Mahi quietly sat down. And said while thinking in her mind, "I don't know what is going on in her mind. I don't know where he is taking me. Where is Ranvir taking Mahi? What celebration is Ranvir talking about?" To know more, keep listening to Oh Baby only on Love Pulse Diaries.